Glitch the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game. I storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like mom mixtape. Counting cheddar shit. I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like, push the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on a track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough, get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go, gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga, let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough, get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go, gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick around the jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shake the extras, that's business starter V. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, firm gully mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teaching. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we begging pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they need pardon. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chick. Now, something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough, get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go, gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga, let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough, get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go, gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up, what up, what up? You already know it's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of Real Talk Podcast. Smash that like button, smash that like button, smash that like button, man. We on our Umar shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We repeating things 3 times over here. You understand what I'm saying, man? Shout out to Lance Parker in the building. Shout out to Uncle Diggity in the building. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing today, man? We here, man. It's a beautiful thing. We already won. We got the victory and the glory. We woke up today, and we here with each other right now, so it's a beautiful situation. Make sure y'all hit that like button. What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all see the movie? Huh? Did y'all watch American Refugee by any chance? How many of y'all watched I'm about to say the Lion King. How many of y'all don't watch the Woman King movie, man? Y'all seen it? What y'all think about it? Be honest. It was trash. You hear me? It was trash. I said it, and I mean it. The movie was trash. Sorry. Not sorry. All right, and we about to get into it. Of course, we're going to be discussing this Woman King movie. You know, over here at A Real Talk, we're going to go into different aspects and avenues of the movie. But, you know, it's only right that we dissect it and break it down a little bit further. So y'all make sure y'all meet and greet each other as y'all come up in the demonstration, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all meet and greet each other and say what's up to each other, man. How y'all doing today, man? It's Monday. One day down, more to go. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day. The weather changing up. You know what I'm saying? It's officially now autumn, right? Or fall. You know what I'm saying? My brother Uncle Diggity said, nah, no Woman King for me, man. I know that's right. Like I said, just even the title of the movie alone is not only a misnomer, it is very, very disrespectful. It's disrespectful to women, and it's disrespectful to men at the same time, because a woman cannot be king by the very definition of the word. And you know, it's a disrespect to manhood be saying that women can be kings when they absolutely cannot. You know, like I said, that's a misnomer right there. That's what I talk about when I'm talking about cognitive dissonance, when I'm talking about double think, when I'm talking about double speak. You hear me? This is what I'm talking about. And the very fact that, like I said, the title of the movie itself is very disrespectful. It is, Uncle Diggity. Exactly, man. And, you know, we don't even talk like that. But, you know, we're going to be honest. Yeah, and I feel the same way, Uncle Diggity, bro. I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we don't even talk like that, man. You know, we don't even talk like that. We don't even use that type of nomenclature, man. You hear me? But y'all heard what my brother Uncle Diggity said, man. The name in itself, right? And just to be honest with y'all, right? The movie freaking sucked. You hear me? The plot sucked. The script sucked. And I gotta be honest with y'all, man. The level of actors that was in that movie, the acting sucked. Right? The only thing that I can say that I actually did like about it, right, was the action scenes, right? Which, you know, some of them were good, right? But for the most part, the movie as a whole, y'all, it sucked. And I wonder why it's the #1 movie in America. Is it the #1 movie in America because hella black people, specifically black chicks, went to go see it? Or is it the #1 movie because it's actually a good movie? What y'all think? My opinion ain't got to mean nothing to y'all. If y'all thought the movie was a good movie, if y'all thought the movie was a blockbuster hit, if y'all thought that the movie was an Oscar award-winning performance, shout out to Simple to P, man. Hey, man, that's your opinion to have, man. But me being a movie buff, I consider myself to be a ghetto Cisco and Ebert, man, because I watch movies. I'm a movie buff. You hear me? Like, I like movies. I watch movies. That's what I do. That's one of my things that I do. And I got to say, man, if I'm going to be honest, the movie freaking sucks, man. You know what I mean? I'm just be honest with y'all. No, don't, like I say, my opinion ain't got to have no dominion over your decision. Shout out to Simple to P, man. You hear me? My opinion ain't got to have no dominion over what you think or decide, right? But what I am going to say is, if I'm going to be honest, the movie sucked for lots of reasons, right? But the main reason, it just wasn't a good movie. John Boyega. John Boyega he's a B-list actor, if you ask me. You hear me? Now, nobody's asking me, but this is my show, so I'm telling y'all, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Get them notifications out, man. You hear me? Get them notifications out, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so I'm sitting up here twisting up right now. That's why I got the camera off. I'm going to come up here in a second, y'all, man. But listen. What y'all know about John Boyega? All right. I don't think this is the movie, man. What's that movie called? Hold on. I'm about to. How many of y'all seen John Boyega's first movie? Huh? I'm talking about the first movie this guy ever played in, right? Yes, that's what it's called. Attack the Block. Huh? How many of y'all seen the movie Attack the Block, man? Oh my God, man. It's amazing to me how John Boyega, right, got all these roles in all these movies. You hear me, y'all? Based off of his performance in this movie right here. Cupcake in the Building was good. How many of y'all have seen or heard of the movie Attack the Block? This movie fucking sucked, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. This movie was horrible. It came out in 2011, and I've seen it in a joint like I've seen a lot of movies that I saw, man. Right? This movie fucking sucked, right? Now, I'm gonna go to this real quick before I go to the movie. I'm gonna read the overview of it to y'all, right? Oh my God, this movie was horrible, man. South London teenagers defend their neighborhood from malevolent extraterrestrials. They spent $8 million on this movie and only made 4.1 at the box office. Oh my God. How many of y'all have seen Attack the Block? Now, I'm not hating on John Boyega, right? I'm not a hater. I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, right? We're going to check this trailer out real quick, right? Hold on, I'm about to pull it up for y'all, man. Oh, this movie sucks, man. Hold on, y'all. Fair use, fair use.
What is that, guys? It's an alien, bro. Believe it. They landed in the wrong place, though. You get the wrong place. Welcome to London, motherfucker.
We discovered a species hitherto unknown to science. Maybe there was a party at the sea and a monkey fucked a fish.
Yo, check it. More what? Them things.
Love the fireworks.
Tsunami, it's alien invasion.
Of course it is.
I'm killing them straight. Let's get pulled up, blood.
Quite sweet, really, aren't they?
That's different. That ain't the same thing. That looks triple descent.
We need to get off the streets. Back in the block.
What kind of alien would invade some chicken town to stay in South London?
One that's looking for a fight.
What is that? I'm shitting myself in it, but at the same time, this is sick.
I've got one text left. It's too much madness to explain in one text.
We have to call the police.
You better
better off calling the Ghostbusters, love.
Me, Gavin. It's mayhem, and he's props. Arthur kills us. No one's gonna ever call you mayhem. You keep on acting like such a pussy.
We're going to Ron's weed room. That's the safest place in the block.
What's Ron's weed room?
It's a big room full of weed, and it's Ron's.
She's safe.
That movie fucking sucked, y'all. Y'all hear me, man? I seen this movie when I was in a joint, man. You know, you in a joint, man. You know, you watch the movies. They let us get movies and shit in there, man. And yeah, man, that's John Boyega's first movie ever, right? And he went on to play in movies like Pacific Rim, the Star Wars movies. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? He played in a lot of movies, man. Most of these movies you never even heard of, man. Right? Imperial Dreams, The Skywalker Legacy, Naked Singularity, The Circle, Detroit, They Clone Tyrone, Pacific Rim Uprising. Oh, man. Oh, my God, man. That movie fucking sucked, man. You hear me? But nah, I ain't taking nothing away from John Boyega, man. But he's a B-list actor at best, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really steal the show in the movies. You know, even in the Star Wars movies he's in, he doesn't steal the show. His character is not a memorable character. And y'all don't think it was a good idea him taking this role playing in a Woman King. I think this Woman King movie, y'all, I think this Woman King movie is going to be a damper on a lot of people who played in its career for a lot of reasons, man. Right? Smash that like button, y'all, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. What's up with everybody? Y'all meet and greet each other as y'all come up in the demonstration, man. What it do, man? How y'all doing, man? You know what I'm talking about? Now, tell me this, y'all. Some real shit, though, man. Tell me this, man. Based off of that trailer, do y'all now want to see the movie? Hey, here you go, American Negro, man. We got my brother, American Negro, in the building, man. You hear me? Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Pringles, the barber, man. You know what I'm saying? He always gets me nice and crispy. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I was going to give him a haircut. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm used to keeping right here. So I think I'm going to just stick to my regular demo. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to just stick to my regular demo. The beard, it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? The beard just ain't for me. You know what I mean? Nah, man. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to John Boyega, man. But the role he played in The Woman King was very, very passive aggressive. It was very unmanly, right? Now, this is a scene from the movie that I want to share with y'all, right? This is a scene from the movie that I want to share with y'all. You hear me? I'm just keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to say I'm a hater? Hey, I guess I'll be that. But I'm just giving my honest opinion, man. John Boyega is he's a B-list actor at best, and he don't play memorable characters. I think he plays a character named Finn in the Star Wars movies, the new ones. And I can't even think of any other movies this guy's played in. So, you know. But yeah, we're gonna get to this trailer right here, man. Right? Or we're gonna get to this scene, right? We're gonna get to this scene, y'all. All right. Let's go. Fair use, fair use.
You like the guns? You enjoy practicing with the men in the infantry? I see you flirting.
This is not allowed?
You know it is not.
Why not? The men who are soldiers have wives and children, but the Agojie cannot. How is that fair?
Were you this arrogant with your family? No wonder they gave you away.
It is you who is arrogant.
I am a general. I have earned it. You have earned nothing. I should put you out. I have watched soldiers die because they did not have discipline. Their easy life did not prepare them for...
I did not have an easy life
as an Agojie.
I did not have an easy life. I want to be here with the others. I want to fight for my king.
Your tears mean nothing. To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
I'm gonna rewind that, y'all.
Yes. Go. Your tears mean nothing. To be a warrior, you must kill your tears. Go. Go.
Right. My man David Bowen in the building. I will never watch The Woman King, and I will not support it either. I feel you, but now I'm gonna cam up for this too. Right. I totally respect that, David Bowman. I respect that you don't want to watch it, you don't feel the need to watch it, and you don't feel the need to support it. I respect that. But let me tell y'all something though, right? As an independent citizen journalist, it is my duty to watch this movie. And I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. But as an independent citizen journalist, it's my duty to watch the movie because it would be unfair, unethical, uncouth, very unmanly and unprofessional to speak and comment on this movie without having watched it. Speak on it intelligently anyway. So I hope that y'all over, enter, out of extra stand that. But I totally get where you're coming from, David Bowman. Hey, if you feel it ain't worth watching, don't watch it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a person who's watched it, it ain't worth watching. The movie fucking sucked, man. You hear me? Now, think about the scene that we just saw, right? We'll go back to it real quick. Right? Think about the scene we just saw, y'all. Right? Now, think about women serving in the military. Right? Now, y'all know that. Hold on, let's get the actual facts on this, so we don't just be guessing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's get the right joint, right? Okay, right. I didn't know this, right? And I'm about to read this to y'all, right? In 1976, the first group of women was admitted into a U.S. military academy. Approximately 16% of the 2013 West Point class consisted of women. In 1990 and 1991, some 40,000 American military women were deployed during the Gulf War operations, Desert Shield and Desert Storm. However, no women served in combat. Now, right? Now walk with me, y'all. Walk with me. How many of y'all knew this? When were women allowed in military front lines, on the front lines? In 1948, 3 years after the end of World War II, President Harry S. Truman signed the Women's Armed Services Integration Act into law, officially allowing women to serve as full, permanent members of all branches of the armed forces. See, this is why I be saying that, and I read this to y'all to tell y'all this. Google doesn't get information accurate all the time, or it gives misleading information, right? Right. The actual official year that women were allowed to serve on the front lines or in combat roles was in 1994, right? Which was a rescinding of the 1988 risk rule, allowed women to serve in all positions except those engaged in direct combat roles. Subsequently, women have been able to serve in almost all Air Force and Navy positions since the mid-1990s, save for Marines and some small vessels, right? We finding out some interesting stuff, man, right? And I say all that to say that up until like the Gulf War, women were not allowed to even be on the front lines, right? In combat zones until like the Gulf War, right? And although we have certain groups of women who were specifically trained in combat techniques and stuff like that, like for instance, how many of y'all know about my man Muammar Gaddafi, right? Y'all know about Muammar Gaddafi? Gaddafi. My man Muammar Gaddafi, right? His personal guard. You hear me? I'm about to put a picture up for y'all. Muammar Gaddafi's personal guard were women, right? You hear me? And these women were highly skilled and highly trained women. Not your average women. You hear me? At all. But there's always a but, right? We got some footage right here I want y'all to see of
Target practice.
Gaddafi's female army in training. You hear me? Shouts it out, man. Rest in the essence to Muammar Gaddafi, man. You hear me? Rest in the essence to Muammar Gaddafi, man. Y'all really don't know what Gaddafi was really all about, for real, though, man. But rest in the essence to Muammar, man. You hear me?
For Gaddafi's female army. According to the government, another 500 women graduated from military training earlier this month. State TV regularly shows women shooting AK-47s, grandmothers firing RPG launchers, or others lobbing hand grenades. According to one government spokesman, every Libyan mother is a killing machine. One Tripoli resident who recently fled the capital told us that women soldiers could be seen there manning checkpoints. He believes some were recruited from the women's prison.
They're Libyan women released from prison.
You've actually seen women soldiers on the streets of Tripoli.
Yes, they stopped and searched me next to Gaddafi's compound.
It's not news to people in Misrata. They say they've found dozens of IDs and military documents on the bodies of dead government fighters, among them a small number of female faces, including this Nigerian woman's passport.
We think we saw through binoculars girls in the buildings fighting for Gaddafi. We saw them with our own eyes.
People weren't just hearing about female fighters out on the front lines. Here in Misrata, rumours began to build that the snipers that were basing themselves on buildings like these and trying to pick off civilians as they tried to cross Tripoli Street weren't just women. There were women who'd been brought over from Colombia to fight for Gaddafi's army. The rebels say these passport photographs were in the pockets of dead women snipers. There's no way of knowing their nationality.
Over here, I have seen a car brought two bodies and put them here. Then a crowd started gathering, and people start gathering in a big circle, and they have a look to those two bodies of those women, that snipers.
And you know they're snipers. How do you know they're snipers?
I asked two rebels that brought them in their car. I asked them who is those girls. He says those girls are snipers. From where? From Colombia.
The Libyan government has made its own claims about Colombian fighters. The deputy foreign minister said last week that it had evidence that mercenaries from Colombia were fighting alongside the rebels in Misrata. NATO responded saying there was nothing to indicate this was true. The idea of using any women to fight is an affront to Libyan culture, to many in Misrata, but Gaddafi has no qualms about putting women in the line of fire. He's long surrounded himself with a female security detail, and now it seems he's using them as a line of defense. Sue Turton, Al Jazeera, Misrata.
My man Mumar, you hear me? Pops, what's good? We got my Pops in the building, man. What's up with you, Pops Squally, man? We talking about the Woman King movie and all of that stuff, man. We discussing that and breaking that down, man. See, the name Woman King in itself is a misnomer. Like I said, it doesn't even feel comfortable rolling off of the tongue. You feel like you're doing mental gymnastics just saying it. You hear me? And it's titled that, I personally think, purposefully, to impose this cognitive dissonance ideology on you. Much like the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, is the sole purpose is to confuse and make confusion and division. It ain't got nothing to do with expressing who you are. Just like with this Woman King thing, it ain't got nothing to do with female empowerment, making y'all feel strong or nothing like that, because y'all are not strong in this way. Understand, as a female or a woman, you can be trained to be a soldier, but your body, you hear me, your physical body, the composition of your physical body was not designed to be a fucking warrior or a soldier. Excuse my language. All right. And this is one of the reasons why I want to have this discussion about this movie, because when I watched it, I know about neurolinguistic programming. I know about imagery. I know about colors and hues and Titan TV. What's good, bro? I know about all of that stuff, and I know how it's used to manipulate perception of reality, right? And when y'all watch this movie, it's not hard to see how a woman, specifically a Black woman, watching this movie wouldn't feel empowered. Y'all notice how they're using that word a lot lately, empowered, right? Y'all pay attention to that? You notice how that word empowered is being so thrown around so loosely? You know what I'm talking about? What does it mean to be empowered, right? Empower, give someone the authority or power to do something, right? Make someone stronger and more confident, especially in controlling their life and claiming their rights. Right? The example they use is nobody was empowered to sign checks on her behalf. Movements to empower the poor. Right? I'm going to read this second definition again. Make someone stronger and more confident, especially in controlling their life and claiming their rights. It's powerful right there. Right? And I always break down the definition of words, y'all, so y'all can get a better idea over and out understanding of how these words can be used in ways to manipulate, right? Another word for empower is emancipate, right? Or similar to emancipate. Right. Now, I'm about to sit here and take y'all on no trip or down glossary road defending all these words, you know what I'm saying? Define all these words, but understand what it means to be emancipated, right? I want y'all to understand what it means to be emancipated. Now, I'm about to sit here and break this down to y'all real quick, right? I want y'all to take a trip and walk with me when it comes to this emancipation thing. We're just going to go on a tangent real quick, right? But I'm going to drop some jewels on y'all, right? Right? When we think of the word emancipation, we automatically think of the word or the document, the Emancipation Proclamation, right? What does it mean to be emancipated, right? Let's go to the definition again. Emancipate, set free, especially from legal, social, or political restrictions, right? I'm going to say that again. Emancipate means to set free, especially from legal, social, or political restrictions. It doesn't say anything about lawful restrictions. Y'all notice that? Do y'all notice that? Let's keep going, right? Set a child free from the authority of its father or parents. And this one right here, free from slavery. Now let's look what the word emancipate means in Latin, right? You have the word ex, which where E comes from. We brought breaking down the etymology, and that means out. Ex is out or not a part of, right? And then you have mancipium, which means slave, right? And then you got the term emancipare, which is derived from the term emancipat. And emancipat means transferred as property. Did y'all hear what I just said? This is the definition of emancipation that applies to us in America, North America, or the United States of America, or the United States for, right? Or the United States of America. Not the United States for America, but the United States of America, right? Now, when you think about this word emancipate, emancipate is derived from the Latin word emancipat, which means transferred as property. So when we were emancipated during freaking so-called slavery, we weren't free from anything. we were merely transferred from being how can I say this, to being involuntary servitude employees, right, to being voluntary employed voluntary servitude employees. Huh? So emancipation has nothing to do with freeing anybody. And in what way are you free? Right? Another topic for another day, y'all. You hear me? Another topic for another day. But when we're talking about this movie, The Woman King, and I say all that stuff that I went on that tangent, I just went on to give y'all a display of the cognitive dissonance involved with this and what this is doing to the psyches of women, specifically, especially Black women, right? This movie is a huge mind-screwing psyop, if you would. Psyop is short for psychological operation. Strictly straight social engineering, right? It's engineering females, especially Black females, with this false sense of power or empowerment and strength that y'all absolutely just do not have, right? And in order to obtain it, you will have to do what? What did Viola character say? She said you have to kill your tears. Huh? She said you have to kill your tears. Basically, what she was saying was you have to destroy everything about you that makes you a woman. Because in order to be a warrior, a soldier, right, you have to have the ability, which us men have more so than y'all. You have to have the ability to turn your empathy off, which is very hard for females to do, seeing as how y'all are the weaker vessel and y'all are somewhat governed by y'all's emotions. But y'all don't have to be. But y'all, since y'all are the weaker vessel, y'all are more suscept, right, to your emotions, to succumb to your emotions, right? Not saying that there aren't emotional guys out there, because there are some emotional ass dudes out here. There are. And to be honest with y'all, it's the rare blue moon occasion that I get emotional. You know, I'm gonna say irrationally emotional. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's not above me. How about that? But yeah, this movie was a huge psyop, psychological operation, right? To further indoctrinate y'all, especially Black females, into the so-called white supremacy agenda, which is really the Khazarian demon agenda, right? Now, when we're talking about this movie, The Woman King, right, we got to go to my homegirl, so beautiful, so talented, right? So beautiful, so talented she is, right? Oh, damn, what did I do? Did I erase it? Oh, okay, here we go, right? I'm going to go see if I can find something else, because I don't know if I want to use this one, but I'm going to see if I can find something different. Hold on. I ain't know they had this. Was that her talking? Okay, that wasn't her. All right. Well, I'll use this one.
All right. So this is from Deadline.
This is this dude named Broken Traditions. Fair use, fair use. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to use the audio from his joint. We ain't going to use the video. You feel me? But he did something talking about when Lupita, why she turned down this role.
This article came out March 1st, 2018. The Woman King, starring Viola Davis and Lupita Nyong'o, know what I'm saying, Arena, live to fight.
Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the page, share on your social engineer and all of that.
But yeah, Lupita originally supposed to be in this movie. So Lupita, which I think was badly casted because she was supposed to play Viola Davis' daughter, and I think the girl that they recasted was a better fit because she did look a lot younger. So we were supposed to believe that Lupita was 19. She looked young, but she don't look. I mean, she could pass for 19, but the other girl definitely looked like a young 19. But TriStar Pictures has acquired the worldwide rights to WIMKIN, a film inspired by true events that would star Oscar winners Viola Davis.
And I want y'all to pay attention to that when y'all see these movies coming out that's supposedly biopics or based off of inspired by true events. Pay attention to that. Whenever you see a new movie coming out that's supposedly be based in history or facts or anything like that, and it says this movie is inspired by true events, right? Pay attention to that. That's the mind fuckery right there. That lets you know that it's inspired by true events. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be telling the truth about these events. That just means that the premise of the movie was inspired by these events, but that doesn't mean they're about to tell you the truth about these events that they're allegedly inspired by. Right? Remember, this is Hollywood. None of these movies are real. So off top, they lying. Right? I want y'all to pay attention to that when y'all hear these movies coming out. Let's go.
It was Lupita. Not trying to say her last name. The original story is from Maria Bello and Kathy Schulman, Wells Entertainment. Will produced with Davis and Julius Tenner of Juvie Productions and Bello of Jack Blue Productions. Based on true events that took place in the Kingdom of Dahomey, one of the most powerful West African states in the 18th and 19th century, the WIMKIN tells the story of Naniska, the general of an all-female military unit known as the Amazons, and her daughter Nawi is supposed to be played by Lupita, who together fought the French and neighboring tribes who violated their honor, enslaved their people, which is not true, and threatened to destroy everything they live for. So,
see what I just told y'all? Remember I just told y'all about how they say they based off of true events or inspired off of true events, but they lie about the events that they supposedly, allegedly inspired by. Now let's go back to that, man. All right. Based on true events that took place in the Kingdom of Dahomey, one of the most powerful West African states in the 18th and 19th centuries. The WIMKIN tells the story of Naniska, general of the all-female military unit known as the Amazons. No, they're the Amazons, and her daughter Nawi, who together fought the French and neighboring tribes who violated their honor, enslaved their people, and threatened to destroy everything they lived for. I'm talking about that is absolutely not accurate whatsoever, according to the history. Not accurate whatsoever. You know what I mean? I'm talking about not accurate whatsoever. Basically, a pack of lies. You hear me? And if y'all watch the movie, y'all will see how much that movie totally is contrary to the actual history of the Dahomey, right? Who not only did business with the French, they did business with the Dutch, the Portuguese, and the Spanish in the slave trade. Also with the Arabs. You hear me? The Dahomey built their empire off of slavery. We just getting a story that's depicting the part towards the end of the Dahomey's reign when people started to somehow feign and not want to be a part of the slave trade anymore because they saw the devastation that it caused. Right? Fuck out of here. Right? But you know, Lupita was offered to play the role, but she turned it down. Let's go.
So, Lupita was supposed to play in this movie, and she turned the role down for great reasons, and I'm gonna show you guys why. All right, so this right here is a clip of Lupita finding out about what the tribe was doing.
Hold on, let me show y'all this. Y'all gotta see this. Fair use to my, what's my brother's name, man? Broken Traditions. Y'all go check out Broken Traditions, man. Go subscribe to his page, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to that brother page, man. Showing some love and support, man. All right, look at this, y'all. This is her. This is Lupita. This is Lupita Nyong'o upon finding out what the Dahomey were really involved with after being offered the role to play, you know, the little girl that we saw in the movie, right? Let's go.
And let me know you guys can hear me.
Martine's great-grandmother Yaga was enslaved, but remained on African soil. On the beach at Vida is a memorial. It bears witness to the fate of thousands of prisoners that the warrior women captured by order of the kings to be sold to Europeans into the transatlantic slave trade.
This is the real history of the Ngozi, so-called Amazons.
Over 2 million women and men who from the 17th to the 19th.
Did y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Over 2 million. Let's go.
Centuries were loaded onto slave ships here on what came to be called the slave coast of Africa.
Yeah, you could tell she was crushed.
It was very emotional, very overwhelming to consider.
Look at Lupita, y'all, man. Lupita's beautiful, man. With her big ass chocolate forehead, man. Let's go.
That side of the story, you know. We've heard a lot about the valor of the REFUGEE, how unstoppable they were, but until now, I hadn't really heard the other side of the story, you know. It came down from this historic, almost like glorious remembrance to just the hard, brutal truth of what were some of the outcomes of their actions.
So there you have it. Lupita knew what it was. She was like,
right? So Lupita, you know, Lupita got some integrity, man. You hear me? That's what you call integrity right there. You know what I'm saying? Lupita could have took that role, and Lupita would have killed that role. You feel me? But Lupita has some integrity. You feel me? Upon doing her due diligence and her research, she came upon the unadulterated truth of who the Dahomey really were and who the Ngozi really were and what they were about. And make no mistake about it, they were slavers. It was a booming economy. It's how they helped build their kingdom. Or should I say their empire? Right? You know, and I just want y'all to know that African people were definitely involved in the slave trade. You know, the slave trade has been around for literally millennia. Right? There's always been people who have been enslaved. So, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it is most of the people who was brought over here from Africa during this so-called transatlantic slave trade was white folks. Mostly white folks. You know what I mean? So when we think about this movie, The Woman King, y'all, man, right? When we think about this movie, we're talking about a movie that is a psyop on so many levels, man. I'm talking about. It's not even funny, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? It's a psyop on so many levels. It's not even funny. It's hitting so many different angles on this movie that it's like a bombardment to your psyche, right? It's contributing to what I talk about when I do talk about splitting up of the psyche, compartmentalization, you know, creating these altars. You know what I mean? Think about it. Take a walk with me. This movie is putting out so many false images based off of false history, which is being purveyed as being you know, the truth or actual accurate history when it's not. You got to think about what that means and what that implies, right? And people getting a false sense of truth from these blatant lies. You feel me? And what did that do to the psyche? What does that do? It's giving, or should I say, it's giving young girls especially, and it's enforcing, right? Amplifying the already indoctrinated chicks who have been empowered by this ideology of feminism, sexual freedom revolution movements, and women's rights movements. Understand that in order to become a soldier, a warrior, you are going to have to destroy everything about you that makes you a woman, right? And I'm not talking about your physical, but I'm talking about the actual female essence, energy that you are. You have to destroy that. What did Viola's character tell her? You're going to have to destroy your tears, right? You have to destroy your tears. Now, I'm not saying that men are supposed to be soldiers or men are supposed to be just killing people, you know, on behalf of lies told by the men that they have allowed to govern them. You feel me? But what I'm saying is we were designed for protection. We were designed to protect while we got the muscle density that we have. That's why we're bigger, taller, and stronger. You hear me? Now, I'm not saying a woman can't be a soldier if trained properly, right? But a woman isn't designed to be a soldier physiologically, biologically. You did. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the page. Click on the bell. Share on your social engineering and all of that. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feel? Did any of y'all even see this movie? How many people have seen the movie? Put a 1 in the chat if you have seen the movie. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. I know some of y'all gonna be like David Bowman and say that y'all ain't even about to go watch it. You ain't gonna waste your time watching it. Right? I'm not gonna say it will be a waste of time watching it. I'm just saying it ain't worth watching. Right? If you're not doing it for the reason I'm doing, if you're not doing it for journalistic purposes or you're a movie reviewer, right? But I personally, yeah, no, see, ain't nobody even see it. I'm telling you right now, y'all ain't missing nothing, and that's the bad part about it because it's the #1 movie in America, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder who made it the #1 movie in America. Right? I wonder who's responsible for that. All right. Let's try the world. Ain't the #1 movie in the world, right? Let's try this one. They keep showing that movie. Let's try this. Let's try this one. Oh, I ain't seen it. I've seen some articles. Let's try this one right here. So maybe the article I seen wasn't too accurate. Oh man, let's watch this one, man. Let's look at this one. Don't worry, darling rides screen. Hold on, that's not the fucking movie, man. That ain't it. Hold on. Hold on real quick, y'all. I don't know, but maybe that weekend it was. It was the number one movie when it came out, man. Oh shit, man. Oh, y'all, I don't think it's doing too good, man. I think it might have been a flopperoni, man. I don't think they made that 50 mil back, man. Oh, okay, well, this was 3 days ago. This was 3 days ago, right? This article says the woman, this is from September 23rd, 3 days ago. The Woman King takes North American box office throne. Oh my God, man. Don't tell me the movie flopped on them, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all ain't missing nothing, man. You feel me? Yeah, it was too late, Uncle Diggity. Yeah. So they spent 50 million on this movie, this exercise in hypocrisy and historical inaccuracy, basically lying. I'm gonna just say flat out lying. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know, it flopped. Right? Yeah, man, we going in on that Dahmer situation on Friday, man. That Dahmer demo is bugged out. You hear me? Okay, we'll come up for this. That Dahmer joint, right? That Dahmer joint is off the chain. You hear me? Very morbid, very macabre, right? Very diabolic. You hear me? And it's a lot more to Jeffrey Dahmer that y'all don't know. I'm gonna put y'all up on game about old Dahmer boy on Friday, man. You hear me? He was connected with a lot of different shit. You hear me? He wasn't just randomly procuring black men and consuming them. It was a method to his madness. We're gonna get to that on Friday, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Smash that like button, share on your social engineering. You know what I'm talking about. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Dahmer is you have to have a stomach of steel and a psyche of steel to be able to watch something like that. It's very disturbing, I'll say the least. You know, you got to make sure you got your faculties together before watching such graphic imagery. Definitely not something children should be watching. That's a fact. So, you know, we're going to get into that on Friday, y'all, man. But yeah, though, man, this Woman King movie, I'm not surprised that it flopped because it was trash, right? It's not trash just because it's a horrible depiction of false history. It's trash because the movie itself is trash. like I said, the acting is trash. The choreography, as far as the fighting scenes, is decent, but it's trash. And man, I'm trying to tell him, Uncle Diggity, man, the indoctrination is real. The indoctrination is very real. They're turning it up on y'all. How are... Think about this, though, y'all. This is why y'all need us men. You hear me? Because we possess the okay, let me back this up. We are more inclined to put into practice our critical thinking ability. We're not typically led by our emotions, as in we make decisions based off how we feel, right? Now, this is very dangerous for lots of reasons. You know what I'm saying? You got two white women, right? And at the end of the day, their skin color really don't matter, but for the purpose of what we're discussing, it definitely matters. We got two white women telling the false history of African Black women, right? Who were somehow liberating the Dahomey people from prospect would-be slave traders, when in fact, the Dahomey were involved in the slave trade. I dare say they revolutionized it and industrialized it and built an entire empire based off of it, right? Shout out to my man Detroit 313 in the building. What's good, man? You hear me? They hire Viola Davis, right? They hire Viola Davis, who is this... I'm going to give it to Viola Davis. She's a good actress, right? We ain't going to sit up here and hate on Viola Davis, right? We're going to give her due diligence, right? She's a good actress, played in some good movies. But a quick search, and what we find out is that Viola Davis, right? Oh my God. All right. Let me make sure that I get this all the way right. You hear me? Viola Davis, who is going to be playing the role in a movie to play Sherry Chisholm, who was a member of the same sorority that Viola Davis was when she was in college, Delta Theta Sigma. Right? Yeah, exactly. Same level with Kerry Washington, but wow. You hear me? I'll be telling y'all, man, these people be a part of the Divine Nine, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, she definitely is, in my opinion, too. Like I said, I ain't gonna sit up here and play her like she's not a good actress. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be lying, and that would be some hating stuff to say she's not a good actress. But if we're gonna be honest, she's a decent actress. Like I said, she's a B-list actress. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest with y'all, man. Like, only movie that I really seen some real diversity of her is when she played in that movie with her and Jennifer Lopez. Y'all seen that movie? You know what I'm talking about? Everybody a member. I'm telling you, y'all start doing y'all research into these sororities, man, and the Divine Nine, and y'all start seeing how many people is actually part of that stuff, man, and what they doing in their life, man. You start connecting the dots, right? Shout out to Cupcake in the building, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Share on your social engineer, man. Subscribe, support, all of that. We going in, man. We talking about the movie The Woman King, right? Which is a misnomer. You hear me? Man, this movie, like I said, y'all, it's a movie. Now think about this, y'all. Y'all being told this false history about these black, so-called powerful black women by two white women, right? I want y'all to understand what that means right there. And they're telling y'all lies to purposely, intentionally jap y'all up, give y'all a false sense of empowerment. You hear me? To further contribute to the already set in place indoctrination that's already there. Another ploy like this so-called soft girl era, right? To further break up y'all psyche, man. And y'all gotta understand why it's important that y'all are being put under the microscope right now, right? And when I say women, I'm talking about all women. But in regards to this movie, specifically black women. Because black women, don't make no mistake about it, there's going to be other groups of women, races of women who's going to be empowered from this movie as well. Because just like everything else, everybody hijacks the so-called situations or movements of black people. Much like they're doing with hip-hop right now. Much like they did with the, they're going to do with the black, that they did with the Black Lives Matter and then turn it to All Lives Matter. So what y'all think this situation right here is going to do? Y'all think, yeah, man. I want y'all to be able to connect the dots on this stuff, man. And be able to see how your perception of reality is being screwed, is being basically put in the meat grinder. And I want y'all to be able to understand what the implications of this means. All right. Because the reality of the situation is this, y'all. We're just going to keep it all the way 100, man. This is not nothing about bashing no females, man. Like I said, or bashing women. I love women, man. Love y'all to death. That's why I do what I do when it comes to y'all, right? I love y'all to death. You hear me? I want the absolute best for y'all. But I understand why y'all under attack and being put on the microscope, because y'all are the wider population. Y'all the bigger population, especially amongst black people in America. And there's more white women than there is white men as well. So this thing is targeted at all women, but specific groups of women in certain areas and for certain agendas and reasons. You know what I'm saying? And this movie, The Woman King, is an all-out assault to the psyche. You feel me? It's splintering the psyche up into more and more compartments, altars, right? To be programmed. And with all these different altars that can be programmed, that's going to be, I want y'all to understand how this stuff connects. I want y'all to be able to use y'all's foresight to connect this stuff together, man. Use your higher thinking that the Most High has blessed you with, man. Right. Splintering, breaking up the psyche of women who have already had their psyche shattered and completely compartmentalized, damn near beyond repair. You hear me? Right? Now think about what's going on in our world, society today, our reality today, right? There are more women in this reality and on earth than there are men, right? So in order to make sure that you continue to exist in this reality, you have to make sure the major population is under your control. And since the number of people specifically men who run this reality, is like this. But the overwhelmingly mass majority of other humans is like this. And out of this humans, this is women and females. Wouldn't it behoove this amount of men who run this reality to get control of this amount of women and to do their bidding for them? Abortion, separation from men, becoming men, masculized or masculate, whatever you want to call it, not producing children, cutting down on the population, depopulation agenda, continuing to the splitting up of the psyche by pushing the agendas of little boys can be girls and girls can be boys, and everything else that majority of the women in our reality have been manipulated into perpetuating. I mean, this is a wide area of things, and I'm not blaming stuff on women, y'all. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Try to use your higher thinking, man. See with these eyes here, and look with us. Look and hear with these ears here. You feel me? Connect this stuff. Splintering up the psyche. They're bringing in the metaverse and the smart grid, right? They have to get the larger of the population under control before they can come for the men, right? And the children. That's why they're coming for the women and the children at the same time simultaneously, because they know that will phase us out because we're the less population. I'm not even talking amongst us black folks. I'm talking about amongst men, period. There is more women on earth than there are men on earth, right? You hear me? And being that there's more men, more women on earth than there is men, but there's a very small percentage of the men on this earth, in this reality, in this world, who run and control this reality and how we perceive it, right? So in order to maintain this power, this control over this perception prison we call the world, right? The world. Tap in with us on Spiritual Roots Sundays, right? It would behoove them, right, to get control over the majority of the population in this reality, since humans have grown themselves into 8+ billion people, right? Out of this 8+ billion people, what is the percentage that y'all think the people that run and control things? Oh, yes, it's less than 1%. Now I want y'all to do some math right now, and y'all figure out what is 1% of 8 billion. Right? What's 1% of 8 billion? You hear me? This is the amount of people that run and control shit. Now, go see how many women are in the world, and then how many men are in the world. All right. I want y'all to understand how y'all being attacked from ways that y'all don't even comprehend. Right? And this ain't me reaching. This isn't me conjuring things up and pulling stuff out the sky and just throwing it at the wall and seeing if it sticks. No, take a walk with me. Use your higher thinking to connect the dots. Right? Mr. O in the building, what's good with you, bro? You hear me? And with this movie right here, The Woman King, like I said, the title itself is a misnomer and it's a mind fuckery. It's like when you go to the bathroom nowadays and you see a man and a woman with a split down the middle and you like, hold on, do I go in the bathroom or do I not? It's confusing to the psyche still. That's what this movie is. This is why they titled it the woman king. This is why I say I want y'all to start studying and informing yourselves about neuro-linguistic programming. You hear me? When y'all hear Umar repeat things 3 times, that's neuro-linguistic programming. It's the reason why he says things 3 times. He ain't saying it to be slick in a like cool, he's got some swag type of way. No, he's programming his people that listen to him. That's why he repeats things 3 times. This is where the term third time's a charm come from, out of neuro-linguistic programming, which is a branch of neuroscience and phrenology, right? And I want y'all ladies, I want y'all to be able to see that while y'all think brothers like myself is trying to like bash y'all, which just simply means to severely criticize, right? We actually trying to put y'all up on some game, man, to see where things base from and where things root from, so we can crush this shit, right? But you know, you got to be able to have the ovarian fortitude to accept actual reality instead of living in the fantasy that most people live in, including myself at one point in time, right? So y'all know, man, I'm not going to tell y'all to go see The Woman King. I'm not going to tell y'all not to go see it. It's up to y'all, right? I wouldn't waste my time, you know what I mean? But if you're going to critique it or talk about it, or you want to be able to speak, you know, I suggest you go see it. So you can't just say, because you might like the movie. You might think it's a good movie. You might think it's the movie of the year, right? But to a person like me and most of y'all who have done y'all's due diligence and know the history of the Dahomey and the slave trade in Africa and how Africans learned the slave trade from their distant cousins, the Arabs. You hear me? Taught them the slave trade, which the Arabs didn't learn, just conjure up. They learned from other people as well, because like I said, the slave trade has been going on for years, right? Literally millennia. It's nothing new. I don't think it's going to stop, you know. Not, you know, not in now anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, slavery been around for a minute, man. You feel me? Slavery's not nothing new. It's been around for literally thousands of years. Like literally thousands of years. So, you know, man, you know, when it comes to these movies, y'all, you got to do your due diligence. You know what I mean? You got to go research these movies, especially when they're supposedly based off of historical events or actual events. You know, because it ain't no mystery that we've been lied to about history. Right? It ain't no mystery that we've been lied to about history. Right? His story. Whose story? What story? Are we the real original Hebrew Jews? Remember, every Jew is a Hebrew, but not every Hebrew is a Jew, but not every Jew is a Hebrew. Right? Does it matter? Maybe that could be a topic for another day. Right? To be a Jew or not a Jew, that is the question. Think that's going to be the title of my next show. Yeah, you really want to start some stuff on YouTube, you start breaking down these people's history. Right? So yeah, man, y'all, man, that's the Woman King for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be honest with y'all, man. And I just realized that I left something in my car, y'all. Man, listen. Y'all gonna have to listen to this song while I run out to my car real quick, because I just remember I left my goddamn charger in the car, and my phone about to die. So I'm about to run out to the car and go grab my charger real quick, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this song to listen to real quick while I go out there and do it. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? You dig? I'll be right back, y'all. Hit that like button, man. Listen to this classic E&E track while I run to my car real quick, man. Y'all know y'all love that E&E shit.
E&E. 2020 got me seeing so clear. It's your boy shit. Motion glitch. You cool, nigga. This is
Boogie Major.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like this must my sport in. Ball looking for the fall in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planet trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Freaking the beat is in Japanese. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. When money talkers be Japanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Pass to my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, how they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
Now, middle fingers in the sky now. Roller hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like this must my sport in. Ball looking for the fall in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. So guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything.
You did. I'm back, man. How y'all like that track right there, man? My niggas went in on that joint right there. You hear me? We on the rise now. Middle fingers to the sky now. Roll the hay, so we high now. How we ride now? You hear me? Yeah, man. So, you know, thanks everybody for coming out, man. We, you know, I appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Subscribe to the page, click on the bell and all of that. Share on your social engineer, man. Tell everybody to come tap in with us over here at Real Talk Podcast, where we go in Sunday through Sunday at 8 p.m. You did. I got a nice pre-recorded video that I got ready for y'all tonight, too, and I'll drop that as soon as we get done with the stream. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, y'all go see that WIMKIN movie if y'all want to, man. You know what I'm talking about? You really ain't missing anything. Like I say, I ain't trying to drag it out, but it's just not a good movie. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, which is why it's flopping. You know what I mean? Maybe it would have done better if Lupita was playing in it. You know? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, though. Right? So another movie that I want y'all to go check out that I wonder if some of y'all have seen. Right? We're going to watch the trailer for it. Fair use, right? This is the movie American Refugee, y'all. Y'all need to go watch this movie for real. This movie is ill. Let's go.
It's getting bad out there.
I'm scared.
What is it? The fence is electric.
You need to go talk to them. You ain't got but one neighbor for 10 to 15 miles. You might want to know who they are.
Lights off at 9, and the hatch stays locked. Yes, sir.
Go. We have no food. They took everything. We need your help.
Can't help you.
Can't or you won't.
Go somewhere else.
There is nowhere else.
I know you're scared. So are we. Dear Lord, please bless this food we are about to receive. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Why didn't you say amen?
Are we safe here?
Get to sleep. I don't think you know what's going on up there. Why do you think I'm in here?
This baby is coming. To stay, we have to prove our value.
We got a breach! Wait, you taking your son out there? I'm taking you.
You're either an asset or liability.
Down here. You answer me.
This is your fault.
World is collapsing. That's not my fault.
You being here is no accident.
This is what happens when you try and take what's mine. How do you expect to protect your family?
Yeah, man. Y'all should go check that one out right there, man. You hear me? Now, in this movie, right, it was a economic collapse. You feel me? And you know, stock market crash, you know, food was scarce, no food on the shelves in the grocery store. Sound familiar? And it was martial law was declared. You know what I mean? And people were forced to, you know, go live in the rural areas. And this dude, the character that Derek Luke played, you know, he was like some type of investment banker or something. It even got the smart grid in there because he had the new fancy computer in there too. Y'all gotta watch this movie, man. And this movie is ill, y'all. Y'all gotta watch this, man. And they had left their house because somebody had broken into their house. I don't want to tell the whole movie, y'all, man. Y'all kind of gotta go watch it. But it's basically a movie that's putting on display a lot of things, man. You hear me? If y'all notice in that trailer, the white boy rubbed, you know what I'm saying, Erica Alexander's shoulder in front of her husband, played by Derek Luke. You know what I'm saying? I know certain people on YouTube, after seeing this movie, is probably going to use this movie to further try to assassinate the character and image of black men. You hear me? And this movie was bugged out, man. You hear me? You know what I mean? And I want y'all to go see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really go too much into it without telling y'all the movie, especially if y'all haven't seen it. Now, let me ask a question. Has anybody heard of this movie or seen this movie? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard of and or seen the movie American Refugee. Right. You know, in this movie, and this is one of the things I say about this movie too. This movie also is contributing to the destruction of our image, man. And when I say our, I'm talking about black men. Because Derek Luke is a very passive-aggressive guy who works in the tech industry. He you know, he was making a lot of money. I mean, he could afford to have a mansion home in the rural area. You know what I'm saying? And He didn't know nothing about surviving off the land. He didn't own any guns. Matter of fact, he was like a liberal type of guy who didn't believe in guns and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Never shot a gun in his life before type shit. It was this, y'all gotta watch the movie, man. Him and Eric Alexander, their marriage was like faltering because he had recently had an affair. You know what I'm saying? So she already feeling some type of way about him. You know what I mean? And then all of this shit happened, and he has to go depend on a white guy to survive, literally, who's more of a man than him because he know how to live off the land. He has guns. He built a bomb shelter underneath his crib. He's prepared. You know what I'm saying? He has food stored up and all this crazy stuff. And this is showing how Black Monica Alexander's character is representing modern day Black women and how they have a damn near innate desire to be with a white man, to the point to where she would be willing to shame and ridicule the man that she has, who really isn't a man, right? Oh man, y'all got to see this movie, man. It's deep, man. You hear me? It's deep on so many levels because not only that, but it's also depicting our very society today, which is possibly what we're about to be experiencing and seeing, which we actually are seeing. How many of y'all that went to the grocery store and wanted no food on the shelves? Are we not in a state of economic decline and collapse? Look what's going on with the so-called gun laws. You said you think you saw it, Uncle Diggity, man? Yeah, y'all go check it out. It's on the Fire Stick. Ill-ass movie, man. Dope movie. Way better than The Woman King. And it has all B-list actors in it. What you got to say about that? I want y'all to go watch that movie, man, so y'all can get see it for yourself, right? That's what I want y'all to do. Now let me see if I can do this for y'all real quick. Let me see if I can find it, if there's one on here. Let me see if I can find one for y'all. No, they ain't gonna show. They ain't got it. They ain't got that in here. They ain't got it. I was gonna see if they had that shower scene clip, but they ain't got it in there. It's very interesting. Listen, it's very interesting, and I strongly suggest y'all go watch it. Right? You know, it's a very captivating movie. You know, if I do say so myself. And like I said, it's depicting so much imagery in the movie. Like I said, it's not only is it showing actually what's going on in our society, but it's also showing what's going on in our society as far as, you know, like I say, this indoctrination is deep, man. You feel me? And you got to have a critical mind to be able to see and assess this stuff, man, for what it actually is. And with this movie, right, on one hand, you got the black lady who's married to the black guy who cheated on her, and their marriage is in a state of disarray, right? They're trying to put the pieces back together amongst all of this amidst economic collapse. You know, they have to go to their white neighbor and depend on him to survive during this economic collapse because, like I said, he was like a liberal techie type of guy who, didn't believe in guns, and he didn't know anything about surviving off the land, and he's already in a sensitive state because of the situation between him and his wife. And then they go move with, and she talking to him crazy in the movie too. Every chance she gets, she brings up what happened between them. Every chance she gets, she brings up and brings some type of relation to whatever's going on, to him being a piece of shit because he cheated, right? And then this economic collapse happened, and they have to go up the road to just depend on the white man to survive because he can't protect his family. You notice he asked him, how are you going to protect your family? Right? And he can't even protect his family because you see what happened. Y'all watch the movie, y'all see the scene where they break in the house. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a scene on there. Is this it? Oh no, this is when they at dude's crib. All right. Well, we can watch this one too, because this is a good depiction of, man, I could just imagine certain people seeing this, man, and going crazy with this, man. You hear me? Just sitting here just shitting on brothers with this clip. Let's go, fair use.
Hey, we got a breach.
If y'all pay attention, that's the dude that played Sam on the HBO series called True Blood.
What's all this?
What's going on?
Son, ram the gate. How many? 4. Here, take it.
Wait, you taking your son out there?
I'm taking you. Go get dressed.
Dad, no.
Amber, baby. Bed rest, baby. Get in bed.
What do they want?
Not what they're about to get.
He definitely gave him the business too, man. I'm telling y'all that. He definitely gave him the business. But yeah, y'all should go check that movie out, man, because that movie is deep. You hear me? I didn't so much want to give y'all a in-depth review on this movie because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I want y'all to go see it for yourselves, but I just gave y'all a brief overview of what the movie is, so when y'all do see it for yourself, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? This is another movie that's designed to break up the psyche because it does it on many levels. Like I said, one is depicting the imagery, right, of how basically in order to survive, black folks need to depend on white folks. And on the other hand, it's depicting a society where it's an economic collapse in the state of martial law and there's no government in order or in place to maintain and establish order. And it also depicts what happened when there's complete lawlessness, right, due to economic collapse and failure, which we are experiencing in our country right now. So I strongly suggest that y'all go watch American Refugee. It's a super dope movie, man. Very thought-provoking. You know what I mean? You gotta throw your thinking hat on. You gotta throw your thinking cap on when you watch that movie. You hear me? Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Y'all gotta throw on your thinking cap when you watch this movie, man. You hear me? So, think about when they show us these movies, man, and the imagery in these movies. You feel me? Like I always talk about, man, the movie industry is being used. You hear me? The movie industry is being used to perpetuate the indoctrination of everybody, man. Right? And when they show us these movies, it's for a reason. Right? And the reason is to contribute to the agendas, and that is to separate people, divide people. HR 1955, violently radicalize people. I want y'all to understand why I always reference or make reference to H.R. 1955, which is the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. See, this is the hypocrisy of the powers that be, so to speak, right? Remember I told you they're like this. They're minuscule in their number compared to the overwhelming mass majority of us, the rest of the population, right? You know what I mean? Think about that. Now, in order to keep us going along with the illusion, they have to capture us here, right? And when you watch a movie, especially a movie like The Woman King, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you have to have control of the majority of the population. And since they cannot do this physically, because they're like this, they have to do this psychologically. Hence the term psychological operations. Every military branch has a PSYOPs branch and division. In the shortened term, PSYOPs. Right? So it's all a mind game, man. That's basically what I want to let y'all know when it comes to these movies. It's all a mind game. Now, mind you, all these movies aren't real. And that's something I want y'all to think about too and take into consideration when it comes to the movies and the purpose of the movies, right? They're not real. Just like the video games are not real. So what is real? How do we determine what is real? If we're talking about what we can see, taste, touch, hear, right? Real is electrical impulses interpreted by our brains, right? Where did that come from, y'all? Where I get that quote from?
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Fair use, fair
Is it
use.
really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different. The plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image.
Y'all always hear me talk about residual self-image, right? Residual self-image, the mental projection of your digital self. In our reality, we are experiencing this reality, the world, through the physical projection of our mental, spiritual self. See the inversion? Let's go.
It is the mental projection of your digital self. This is real. What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century.
Notice that, right? Notice that Morpheus said, this is the world. He didn't say earth, the world. Oh, man, y'all ain't ready for that, though. I think I just came up with the topic for not this week because we're doing part 2, but next week, me and my pops going to go into the spiritual roots of the difference between the world and the earth. Right? Let's go.
It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today. What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control.
This how most of y'all react.
Change a human being
When y'all hear the truth.
Into this.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop. Let me out. Let me out. I want out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's how most of y'all are, man. No disrespect. That's how most of us are, I should say. Most of us are like Neo, right? Tap in and walk with me, y'all, man. Right? And when they show us these movies, man, they're not showing us this imagery for no reason, man. They're not doing it because they want to inform us on accurate history, clearly, right? And they want to entertain us to distract us from what is really going on. And when you watch movies like The WIMKIN and American Refugee, depicting imagery in the type of society or of the type of society that not only are we currently experiencing, but was meant to be, right? You gotta be able to connect the dots, y'all, man. That's why we're saying y'all have to be able to connect the dots. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the page, click on the bell and all of that, man. Right? You gotta be able to connect the dots, y'all, man. You hear me? Appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. We ain't gonna drag this thing out, y'all, man. We're gonna get to it some more tomorrow. Me and my brother King Els is going in. You hear me? We're going in on let me get the actual title of the show tomorrow, man. Because tomorrow we're going in, y'all. And I know a lot of people have been talking about this though, man, but you know what I mean? We're gonna go into a little bit more in depth over here at A Real Talk, man. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going in. Tomorrow's show is going to be To Be or Not to Be Equal. You hear me? Featuring my brother King Els, Malika Andrews, and Stephen A. Smith. You did. We're gonna be breaking that whole thing down with what's his name? What's his goddamn name? Ime Udoka, Nia Long. We're gonna get into all of that tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? So we thank y'all for coming out tonight. Smash that luck button. You know what I'm saying? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page on your way out. You feel me? We appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Appreciate all the support. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the support. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how we do it, man. So we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You know what I'm talking about? We appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Like I said, hit that like button on your way out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the page. Click on the subscribing bell and do all of that. Share on your social engineering, man. Tell everybody that's come through, stop through. Tomorrow night, me and my brother King Els is going in. We're going to be breaking down this Ime Udoka, Nia Long situation. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the situation. And let me see. Let me get to the demo for y'all real quick. All right. Yeah, and Wednesday, we got an interesting show coming up Wednesday. How many of y'all seen this video by this girl, TNFW Neek? We're gonna go in on that tomorrow, man, because that's a situation right there that just needs to be discussed, and we're gonna tear that all apart Wednesday, man. You know what I'm saying? Thursday, I got a surprise guest coming on the show. Beautiful young lady coming on the show, put us up on game about you know what I'm saying, financial literacy, you know, community investment, and all type of situations like that. We're going to get into that on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Well, of course, Friday, we going in with the Friday night wrap up. We're going to be talking about this Jeffrey Dahmer. It's going to be an interesting week all week. We going in. Make sure y'all tap the like button on your way out. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with us, man. We really do appreciate all the support. You know what I mean? Nothing without the support of the brethren and sister who like to hear the content, enjoy the content. You know what I mean? Tap in, walk with us. Everybody's welcome. You know what I'm saying? Next weekend coming up, Saturday is I'm gonna see if we're gonna get King L's back on here again and listen to another one of them classic joints for an E&E Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna leave y'all with another classic E&E banger as we ride out. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way out. We appreciate y'all coming out, man. Enjoy y'all evening. Make sure y'all tap in with us tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going in, same time, same page, man. Appreciate y'all coming out. Let's go.
That's not necessary.
Got Gretchen in.
And another one,
Wonder, did you make this?
Full action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction. Full action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction.
What's up to a hater caught in the Vegas, lit no Vegas. Nice with the Vegas, I'm one step in the majors. Cautious the heart was, hoping the case is lost in the matrix. 600 the gray bands, I said fuck your play friends. Never chase those, they chase when you make ends. Cruising on blocks, smoking the hot, live or you die. Those was the options. Determine right fresh, popping the rotten. Play the type possum, hype us and rockin'. They never call when. Fuck what we doing now? Fuck playing low now. Blow hot, nicer than SoCal. When the king close out, score they close now. She ready to coast down. Ice at my coast now. Play and I coach now. Nigga, I'm so wild. Till it's all sold out. Never I sold out. Can knock what I sold out. Hot summers, cold routes. Never shut thunder to gold out. No one can oppose now. Bad hands, origami they host out. I'm cold with the clothes now. More be less now. King punch my best now.
We about subtraction.
We gotta get your blessed out.
That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction.
Nigga, all aboard, you listening to the captain. Circle mass small, too many niggas be capping. Keep that bullshit to yourself, don't need distractions. I got niggas that are running your mouth, not for extractions. It's all about the dough. My nigga, let's get it cracking. For these dividends, I'm moving shit out. Let's get the packing. Roll a blunt and head to the sky. You niggas napping. My bars thrill niggas. Compare me to Michael Jackson on the moonwalk. Nigga, this is real talk. Keep the green on me like I'm Jack with the beanstalk. Let me get a sample, nigga. That's how the fiends talk. Damn, that nigga lit. Yeah, that's probably what your bitch thought. In and out of stores, it don't matter what the guy bought. I got the dough. Be in that bitch like any, meeny, miny, mo. It's glitch, nigga, for real. I got that fire flow. And I done earned my stripes, my nigga, like a tiger spurt.
Full action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. It's like a sick bitch, girl. Yeah, take your pick. Let's go. I said I need at least 3, the rest is up the glitch. Straight confusing them like trying to eat with chopsticks. All my goes up in the air like a corner kick. We've been eating much better like lettuce wraps. All them lies in your head, that's another cap. All these jewels on us might be a metal trap. And I got the road to the riches on a mental map. We tried to distance ourselves from these haters. Ask the E&E Virgil, it's a tremendous gap. So sick with it, coming to the dividends. It's the everything, one and all, it's the odds and ends. I'm too clever for all of this on schedule. There won't be a spectacle, let me get my vegetables. Double check the calculations if it's questionable. And my math is on point, like a decimal. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction.
That's not necessary.